Pfizer, AMD, and I have a VIX put. So basically, if you're looking at the VIX, yellow line finally crossed the purple line, going down. Pretty much, it took a while for that to actually happen. That was pretty much all day for the 15-minute period. So that's actually insane. It's pretty much not a whole lot of movement. Pretty much at the beginning of the day, it's right about where it's ending. But overall, that's good. That means there's a lot of people trading. It means that VIX is pretty much flatline, but it's flatline going down. So that means that SPY is flatline, but flatline going back up. As you can see here, SPY did a double bottom. As a bottom here, as a bottom here, right around 300 on that Fibonacci. I think tomorrow, or actually today's Friday, I think Monday, depending on what happens with the Fed, SPY is probably going to open up near 310. Could rally at 315. You never know. If they do a really big pump, you'll probably see next week SPY is probably around 317, 318. That's going to be my rough estimate. And that's just because it's somewhere in between these upper Fibonacci retracements. So that's what the SPY looks like. This is what Works looks like. Works pretty much did a sideways movement all day. AMD, same thing. It's following SPY. A lot of people are hesitant today. They're wondering if the market actually bottomed out, and it appears that it did bottom out. So from here, it should be going up. Pfizer, same thing. Looks just like Work. Looks just like AMD. Looks just like SPY. So looking at my positions, overall last week I had that $500 starting. If I actually cashed out when I saw the VIX was going to crash, or when I saw the SPY was going to crash, I could have had $1,800 cash flow, but instead I didn't. I ended up still more than what I had before. Just, I'm put in a position where I just have to wait for the market. So I'm really glad that I have these options for next week. So hopefully there's some big movement next week so I can make some money here. As the market recovers, I have this one 2 weeks out. So I want to say I can possibly make 10x on this VIX put. And the reason I have a $32.50 put on VIX is because if you look at VIX on the 1 hour period, we had 32.50 was right around here. So VIX is slightly going up, but I believe as the market corrects itself, VIX should end somewhere near 32.50, which should be 10x, because I bought these really, really cheap. I bought these right around $82, so I'm up from $82 to $149. So I think that's pretty good. The market was doing kind of good at the beginning of the day. But overall, I think going into next week, I should still be able to close next week. Depending on how the market goes, about 2,000. If I don't mess up, I can probably squeeze closer to 4,000. And that's just one step closer to my goal of hitting 10,000 plus. As you can see, I also picked up a Hertz call. I bought this one a little bit high. I bought a $5 call on Hertz. So I saw the yellow line was crossing you can see right here, yellow line crossed the purple line. I bought right here when it was a little bit too high. And then it crashed with the market. So it pretty much went sideways. So if you look at the triangle formation, I believe it should go up. I'm not exactly sure it's going to go up to $5. I was hoping, I only had $35 cash flow. I was hoping it would go up to $4 today so I can sell it and maybe make a little bit on Monday. But overall, I'm stuck in a pause. I actually bought this for about $30, so I'm down $12 on it. But looking at this retracement, it pretty much resisted SPY all day. It went sideways. There's a retracement up to 697. Hertz is raising money, so there's a chance it's getting pulled to this gravitational line for the 1 year. I don't know if they're going to do anything really big anytime soon, but looking at the graph, it's probably going to get closer and closer to, I want to say like 360. If we can get closer to there, I can probably dump these for a small amount of profit next week. However, Hertz is acting just like a penny stock right now. So depending on if the Fed buys a lot or not, that can make Hertz skyrocket. So as you can see, from Monday to Tuesday, opening from Friday into Monday, the SPY went up an insane amount. So Hertz went up an insane amount. So I'm just looking for that V retracement on the SPY. So if SPY does the same thing from Monday onwards, then we're going to see the same thing happen on Hertz. I should be able to exit this. Should be able to exit all these. Should cash out, and I'll hold this VIX one probably until VIX hits 30. So it's going to go below, and I'm going to be deep in the money. Just because looking at the VIX, VIX has pretty much been 28-ish, has pretty much support at like 33-ish. So I'm pretty sure if it breaks down, this is going to be a huge crash. If you look at the last huge crash that VIX had, right around here. Last huge crash, it went from 42, which is right around where it is right now, or where it was this morning, and it crashed down to 33-ish. And then it slowly tapered off into 29. So this is probably the biggest crash. It's kind of a little bit different. You can see that it pretty much triple topped. So usually if it triple top, it means that it's probably going to go down even lower than it did before, because it didn't actually break and continue. And I don't think the Fed's going to let the market continue to crash. So I believe anywhere right around here, $30. But once again, I might take it at like 31, 32. But I think it's probably going to go to 30. It's going to really depend on how much cash flow I need. And depending on that cash flow, that's going to be, it's going to open a lot of opportunity, depending on if I want to day trade or if I want to pick up another swing trade. But specifically looking at the VIX, momentum is going down, so I believe the market will be going up. So every news stream that I'm going to be opening up, I'm always going to talk about the SPY and the VIX before I do anything, because those are two really important things that I just forgot to pay attention to because I got caught up in the wins with AMD and Pfizer and work, which eventually led to me having a loss. But overall, still positive, so we'll see what happens on Monday.